She told her friend I'm not exciting, just a safe bet to settle with. I ride motorcycles, do MMA, and thought I was her dream guy. Now I'm wondering if she ever truly desired me at all. Should I still marry her? I am 29 and know this may sound like a huge overreaction on my part, but my head has been ringing ever since this happened. I've been engaged to my fiancée, 28, for a few months now. We had dated for just shy of 2 years prior to that. It would be cliche to say everything was going great, but for the most part it was good. My family really took a liking to her, which was also really great. Now I've never been the one to think too much about how I'm viewed as a partner, but all of that changed recently. I basically overheard her on the phone, telling her friend that if she wants to find the one, excitement isn't important. She basically said, my name isn't exciting, but he makes me feel safe, and that's when I realized I wanted to settle down with him. This hit me kind of hard. I read these types of posts before. You know, the whole she goes for bad boys then settles with a safe schmuck type of thing. But I don't think that's what she meant. So the day after, I just straight up told her that I overheard her talking about me and that I don't understand what she meant by not finding me exciting. She then told me that it's true that she doesn't find me exciting, but that doesn't matter. I honestly felt very hurt. Maybe my ego is fragile. I don't know, but it was a surprise to me because I felt like the way I see myself in my head was colliding with how she sees me, and it made me feel spaced out. I asked her what she means by not finding me exciting, and she didn't seem to know how to even answer. She could see I was upset, and as pathetic as this sounds, I made an excuse to leave and said we'll talk about it later. Ever since then, my head has been spinning. I ride motorcycles. I have tattoos. I go to gym. I do MMA as a hobby. So how is it that I'm not the exciting guy? I've always seen myself as being that exciting guy. My ex was basically obsessed with me and constantly made it clear she found me exciting. But now my fiancé doesn't see me as exciting for whatever reason. I was honestly shocked because I felt my sense of self kind of crumble. And what made it worse is I'm excited by her. When I see her, I want to rip her clothes off. I want to do things I think about her. But she seemingly doesn't see me the same way at all. As crazy as this sounds, I have considered calling off the engagement entirely. Am I being crazy here? Best comments. I think I get her and get your take too, and it can just be some definitions here. Exciting guys are the idiots who are unpredictable, truly off the wall, and while fun to be around, aren't anyone to aspire to be or be with. The guys who keep flipping jobs because they go on adventures, who tiptoe the line of illegal for funsies, who can turn the happy hour into a rave. They are exciting, for sure. And that doesn't sound like you. And that is not a bad thing. Being predictable and safe is a good thing. I'd encourage you to stop overthinking here. But the thing is, I never saw myself as that safe, stable guy. All my exes described me as exciting and clearly saw me that way. It's the self-image I always had of myself. Now I'm suddenly not that guy. I'm gonna have to talk to her more about this, but it really feels like the way I view myself has been shattered. Very hard to describe the feeling. Your partner did you no favors by not answering the question. Spiraling is going to lead to the end of the relationship for certain. I wouldn't call it off just yet. She really needs to explain the whole exciting thing. Some women with shitty relationship pasts think exciting is toxic behavior, cheating, disrespect, etc. Maybe she has kinks, who knows. Your view of excitement is probably different. Definitely talk before pulling the plug. She could have said this all wrong, or if it's the worst, you at least knew before you got married, and it's easier to break up than divorce. For some reason, lots of people think that telling men they aren't bad like other men they know is a substitute for a compliment. It might be that she was using exciting and safe as a way to compare the way her previous exes were bad people, and her current boyfriend isn't. But that doesn't say anything about the BF at all. I don't think many people understand that telling men that they are safe isn't actually a compliment. He's safe, why? He is not an abuser. He has money. He already has a house. He's a doctor. Talk to her and try to see if she is with you because of who you are and not because of things you have. Update number 1, 2 days after the first post. The last few days have been a roller coaster of emotions. There were a lot of interesting perspectives from both male and female posters. It seems that the female posters said that being seen as safe is a really great compliment, whereas the male posters said I should run for the hills. Certainly, an intriguing insight into how men and women see things differently. So I ended up talking to my fiancée about what she meant. She seemed really nervous and knew that she had upset me. I have to admit, I was quite nervous too. It's not easy when your sense of self has crumbled. Learning that you aren't seen in the way you think you are is a very tough feeling. I can't describe it, but it made me really feel fragile, in the truest sense of the word. I started by telling her that I was really upset about her comment, because frankly, I had always thought I was that exciting guy to her. I told her that in my mind, I was the guy who makes her heart skip a beat. So I had to brace myself and ask again what she meant when she said I wasn't exciting. She looked like she wanted to cry, because I guess she could sense I was also upset. She said that she didn't want to hurt my feelings, but that I make her feel very safe and secure. And that with me, I'm not exciting in the sense that I don't give her thrills like her exes used to. Man, that hurt, but I was still confused. She was being really vague and not really clear in what she meant. I had to ask again what she meant by thrills, and she just began crying and apologizing. She tried to hug me, but I again walked out. I seem to do this when things get emotional. So I decided to take some shrooms and spend the day outside at a nearby lake. This helped me clear my mind and come to some devastating realizations about myself. I think what I realized was that I was lying to myself. Another commenter said it, which I didn't want to admit, which is I'm more into her than she is into me. I didn't disclose this on my first thread, but she never initiates sex. I don't think she's done that once. With my exes, they always initiated with me. You see, my fiancée is beautiful to the point where I wonder how I landed her. But you see, that was the issue. Because I was so attracted to her, I wanted her approval. I know that sounds pathetic, but I was able to overlook red flags such as her lack of initiating sex. I thought if I stayed with her, she'd like me the way I like her. Now here's the kicker. I thought that if I proposed to her, then over time, I could win her over. I've been with women who were madly into me, and my fiancée just didn't behave like them at all. In addition to never initiating, she never complimented me much. It was always one-sided. A lot of this begs to question, why would she even be with me? I think that she saw me as someone who could provide stability. And I guess maybe she thought my exterior, tattoos, motorcycles, MMA, craft beer, was a facade. I mean, maybe she was kind of right, not that I don't enjoy those things, I do, but I'm able to have that lifestyle because my parents are wealthy doctors. Maybe she thought I was cosplaying as a bad boy, and that in actuality, I'm a loaded rich kid who provides stability. The other insight I had was that, truth be told, I didn't want to actually get married. I definitely do one day, but I didn't really think it through. I thought to myself that if I propose, I will grow accustomed to the idea of getting married. But the truth is, I kind of want to continue my lifestyle as it is, which involves riding my motorcycle, fixing muscle cars, traveling across the country, going to festivals, etc. Don't want to get married one day? Of course. But I want to be with a woman who is really crazy about me. Someone who compliments me a lot, initiates sex, etc. So, I ended up talking with her later on and telling her that I want to call things off and end things. I won't bore with details, but yes, she cried a lot, even got angry, said I wasted her time. I told her that it wasn't anything she did, but she didn't buy that and kept pressing. She told me that I misunderstood her comment, but I told her she couldn't even clarify what she thought. It ended with me telling her that I have nothing against her, but that I'm just not ready for marriage. I told her that the lifestyle I want to continue, in addition to me not feeling the connection I thought I had with her, was why it ended quite predictably. But I think going forward, I'm going to see a therapist to sort my insecurities as well as find someone more compatible with myself. Best comments. She still didn't answer what the exes did. That was so thrilling. I said it in your first post, and I'll say it again. Some people think of toxicity as a thrill, and I have a feeling that's what it is. At least you attempted to get an answer, and sorry, it wasn't the one you deserve to hear. Feeling loved and safe is an important feeling, and it's what set my partner apart from me. Definitely didn't make him boring. Please don't change yourself on account of her crap mindset. I laughed when she said you wasted her time. The lady doth project too much. Guys equate exciting to mean what we would call horny. I'm sorry, but it's real. When a woman says she doesn't find a man exciting, he hears, I don't think you're sexy and you don't make my panties wet. To be fair, some mean exactly that, but way more mean it in the complimentary way, like you and the comment you responded to. I don't know how to breach that kind of impasse, but I think that's the root of guys being offended by being called not exciting. I get what you're saying, but he kept trying to get her to explain what exactly she meant, and the best she said is that he doesn't give her thrills like her exes. That to me is a bit beyond just feeling safe with a good guy. She has a pretty long time and several opportunities to choose her words, and that's what she decided to tell him. That he didn't thrill her like her exes. That's harsh and tough to interpret in a good way. She doesn't love Opie. She wants to settle down with him, which is different. His parents have money, so he is the safe horse to bet. He can give a home, kids, and stability for life. She doesn't ask for sex, so clearly he don't push all her buttons. And if she is not with the ex, is because the ex can't or don't want to give what OP was willing to give to her.